Do hope you enjoy about Thursday. Today is the new banlist prediction for September the 2020. Now, banlist when it will fall, it's a little bit strange. So locals is just starting to get back. Okay, so that's good. Good. So this list might not be that big. I think the best we can do with this list is small but big impact. So it might be a few changes, not very much, I reckon. Date will fall. I think it'll fall early September, the earliest, maybe mid-September. And then the new list might be around November. At the latest, I think. Around that time, maybe December. Yeah. I think December will be a good time, and yeah, then we can have a couple of months of actually getting locals or big events coming back. So might be a good thing. So let's start with the band. So we got Blood Dragon. So Blood Dragon. Yeah, banned. Now this is because of Anime Pet. If they get Blood Dragon banned, now let's look at it another way. If Anime Pet have Blood Dragon banned, they can still play. It's only like a scratch, like a fist, or like a punt, or like a fist, but it's a bit of a big fist actually, because it means they don't have so many extenders. And don't forget, this hurts Megalith. So, and Megalith just got a new original monster, so they don't really want to hurt that deck either. So it's kind of like you want to hurt Fire Man Pep, but at the same time you just help Megalith to support. So we might see this get banned. It might not. Next, Dick Synchron. Now, Dick Synchron should be banned because of Outlink, and it just makes combos so much easier with Needle Fire. It was always one of the card combos and stuff like that. It's just bad stuff. The thing is, if you get rid of this, people are just going to start playing Lefty and Righty Driver, or other cards can start your combos easier. Stuff like that, which is going to be a shame. Which is cool. Jetstragon's one because I even use now. I don't use it as my star card. It's more of a center for me, which is fine, I guess. Which is cool, which is fine. Yeah. Next is Exo. Exo lets you do absolutely nothing. Now I know they just got the Neuron cards, and I know so this might be a while. We might have this for a while, and then the next list we might have Exo, which makes sense. So we might have Exo the next list. Banned. I don't think it'll be list because of numeral cards. Numeral cards are new, and I want people to start using. Even though they could start using the numeral cards for the link 3 for the infant tracks link 3, which is really good. So there is that possibility. There is that possibility of a 30 tracks link. Yeah, there is that possibility of that too, which is good, which is cool. Next is Link Cross. Link Cross could be next list. Remember, it's banned OTG, so it could be next list. I think Link Cross will miss this list, but next list might get banned. So it'll be only a year since we had the card, and then it will get banned, which is really disappointing for people, because it was a really good card, and it was only an ultra, which is good, which is cool. But I think this card could easily get banned sometime in the future. Not now. Maybe the next list. Maybe next year. We just don't know, which is cool. Next, now. Limited. We got Azza, the Invoker at 1. Now, why this at 1? Well, if you have this at 1 or Magical Meltdown at 1, it means you got less of the Invoke engine in your main deck. It means your deck less consistent. And yes, this hurt the Dogmatica deck, but this hurts it still enough. It can still play, but at the same time they'll have to play more Dogmatica cards, less of these cards, which is fine, I guess. But it's cool, it's nice, it's good, I guess. Yep. Next is, and it just has less fusion, means you'll have the more space in your extra because you won't have so much of this. But mind you can always play back in your deck. You always gotta remember that you can always play in your deck, which is good. Yep. Next is Clifferbrax. Now most people have noticed some lists have gone to playing two Cliffron. Okay? Knee providers. Okay, knee providers. So yeah, when we hand to this card we say knee providers. So some lists of Outreach are playing 2 of this instead, which is fine, alright? But then it comes to a point is like you're playing 2 and then you also playing in more of the same engine. I get it, it's good. So if your engine gets stopped, your turn, you can just, if you have the engine, you have more next for special, next turn, and if you survive. But this down to one means you can only play one. You can only play one of the engine, which is good. Which we want. We want people to have less than environment and actually use more stuff next deck, which is good. Yeah. Next is heavy modes electromite. Now, I thought this was still hard to have electromite up 0 for Pendulum deck and servants, because we can all talking together at the same time. So I think this was harsh having this banned because Pendulum decks need this card and they didn't do very much. You saw them occasionally in the format, but not very often. Not very often you sort of pop up. The pop up and said, "Oh hello, we're here, one less." They're kind of like we are here, but not many people turn out with Pendulum. So it kind of puts in the weird situation is with Pendulum is it was there, but it was not really there, and that's a shame. And Pendulum, to be good, I think it's time for it to bring it back. You know, it'd be nice to have this card back. You know, it's a lot harder this format. You know, combo decks are not really that good now. There's other cards there which they need to use, which is cool, which is good. And now they can use Needle Fiber, but it's not going to be the same without using Electromite for me, particularly. And now it's a different type of build. You have to go more of a Demion build, which is good, which is cool, I guess. And all that other stuff, which is alright. Now we're getting to the semi-limited. We've got ABC Buster Dragon. Now, I think this cost should be still at 2. 1, it's pointless. 2, okay, you got another option. You can play more ABC targets, and then also at least you can put the ABC back and then summon another one next turn, which is good, which is cool. And ABC is not that freaking low. Balancing one card throw is good. You know, it can avoid stuff. It's really good. But against the format, it kind of sucks. ABC does nothing against Exo. It does nothing against much of the format. Even against Adamantpack, it's useless. What do you do? Balance one card, then that's it. It's not going to do very much ABC Buster. You need a very good build to be good with ABC now. And that's the issue ABC always going to have. You always need something good with that, which is a shame. Next is Mercy Tome. Now, this at 2 will be perfect fine. There's not good any side decks anytime good soon. Even though if we have this back, it'll be Cosmo taking the rages, but Cosmo's not that good anyway, which is fine, which is good. But I think it would just be nice if there's a good side deck. I think they should bring this back at 2, which would be good. Which good, even 3, I wouldn't care. It'd be good to have this back at 2 or 3, which would be good. And Red Eyes Darkness Mail Dragon. Okay, and for this card. Now, because Red Eyes Dragon Mail is errated, it's only once per turn. I think this at 2 would be perfect fine. Yes, it is pretty scary having this at 2, but it's only once per turn. So you can't really exploit it as much as you used to. You used to be able to, oh, let me bring it back again, let me bring it back 6 or 4 times. You've already summoned about 7 cards, but with 1 card, which is pretty ridiculous, as I say, the list, which is pretty annoying, which is cool, which is good. But I think this card back at 2 will be perfectly fine. Right. And yes, they might have to do something with the dragon, with the guard dragon links. They might have to ban them. EPE, yep, and stuff like that. But I don't think they will need to, because let's see, the guard dragons are doing absolutely nothing this format. Yeah, which are absolutely doing nothing. They're not doing anything. They're not. Well, there's the rocket list, but the rocket list is an FDK. So if you want to, so we could put on and mention the Earth Mortal card, the Earth Mortal. Oh, bad, and that'll stop the FDK altogether. But at the same time, they might just find another FDK card and stuff like that. We already talked about that, and already, the Earth Mortal card is good, but they can just easily ban that card, which is okay. I guess you can ban it. It's perfectly fine to ban it. It's not much they can do this banlist Konami, that's the thing. It's a very small banlist. The reason why I'm going unlimited section is because there's nothing really we can do for unlimited we can do. I think the unlimited list is pretty good. We need more of the semi-limited list. More original list is the semi-list is pretty big already, other banlist, but I think we won't have a very big list this time again, which is fine, I guess. I think December is when the next list will be after this one, which would be good. I hope you're enjoying today, and subscribe and watch all, and wash your hands, keep safe. I got a deck fire top deck in next week, So I hope you come along and watch that. Watch that on the next week with Corey Fretwell with one time into the day. Okay. I hope you subscribe and watch all. Wash your hands. Keep safe. And Locals is back now. So subscribe and watch all and see you all next time. Goodbye.